looking at live pictures out of Paris where you can see a police presence there. They have cordoned off the area near the Champs-Elysees. They sent out a tweet saying that there is an ongoing intervention of the police services and to avoid the area. It is shortly after 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Paris. And they've also said that a witness, Reuters, is reporting that officers cordoned off an area near the avenue and close to the presidential palace. The announcement on a police Twitter account advised the public to avoid the area and came after people took to social media to report that a car had caught fire in the area. Again, we're looking at some breaking news out of Paris. You can see police officers there asking motorists to keep moving. They have cordoned off this area where apparently something happened with a car. You can see armed security officers, an increased police presence, and we're still trying to get some more information. This is definitely breaking right now as we're looking at it. Our Elaine Cobbe is in Paris, and we're going to check in with her in just a minute. But just to recap, as you're looking right here, some raw footage that's coming in. Breaking news in Paris. As you can see, there's a police situation near the Champs-Elysees. They have cordoned off this area. They're asking people to avoid the area. They're asking motorists to keep going. We're still learning exactly what happened. Some people took to social media and they started tweeting different things about possibly a car fire and some other things. Again, we don't have any of that confirmed. We are just watching these pictures and trying to get some more information as it comes in. Again, a security operation is underway in Paris. It is 6 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time, so it's just about 4:20 there. Our Elaine Cobbe is in Paris, and she's joining us on the phone right now. Elaine, what can you tell us?
Well, so far, police have said that there is an operation underway on the Champs-Elysees. They're asking people to stay away. It looks like somebody drove a car directly into a police van. Now, there is a police station there, so there are always vehicles around. Unclear if this was a deliberate act at this stage, but the driver of the vehicle has reportedly been taken into custody.
And can you just tell us a little bit about the area? How big of an area is it? We can see from these live pictures, police are asking motorists to keep going. Are there a lot of pedestrians around here?
Of course, the Avenue des Champs-Elysees is billed as the most beautiful avenue in the world, and it's tourism season. There are a lot of luxury hotels, luxury stores. There are always people walking up and down the Champs-Elysees, and that is a major crossroad just there as well. If you want to cross over to Invalides, to the river, the Grand Palais there, museums, it's always filled with people. And it's at that part where the shopping end of the Champs-Elysees gives way to the garden-lined end, where there are Swiss restaurants and parks and the back gardens of the American Embassy, the British Embassy, and the Elysee Presidential Palace.
And Elaine, talk to me a little bit about the security level there. You know, we've been reporting all day on this most recent attack that happened in London 2 weeks ago. We had the London Bridge attack, and shortly after that, there was an altercation in Paris. Yes,
security is beefed up here. It's still a state of national emergency. In fact, the new president, Emmanuel Macron, has asked his ministers to come up with new plans to strengthen security, but perhaps get away from a state of national emergency, because when you've hit that level, it's hard to say where to go next without declaring outright war, which they can't really do. So there are thousands of extra police on the streets. There are military and police patrolling at sensitive sites, including airports, police stations, any kind of tourism sites, because of course we've seen attacks at the Louvre Museum. We've seen other attacks on the police and on military, because at one point one of the ISIS leaders in Syria called on the French to attack police. So it's very much a concern here, and becoming far too often, both here and in Britain.
All right, and we're just getting an update here, Elaine. Stand by for just a moment. We are hearing that the suspected attacker was downed after driving into a police car. This is from the Associated Press. The suspected attacker downed after driving into a police car on the Champs-Elysees. Again, this is just breaking. We have been watching this area, those live pictures there. We showed you that the area was cordoned off by French police, and Elaine Cobbe, who is on the phone with us. What do you make of the latest update that we're hearing now, Elaine?
It's quite possible. If he did, in fact, ram the police car, then, either they would have him in custody, as we heard, or they may have opened fire. I can't confirm whether or not he's been taken into police custody or not. But certainly there is now very much a zero tolerance for attacks on the police. We've seen several of them in recent times, one before the election, the first round of presidential elections in April, and just recently again. So it's something the police very much just jump onto it very quickly, and zero tolerance, and they're I'm waiting for confirmation on whether or not the attacker was shot at or taken into custody.
All right. Our Elaine Cobbe for us, reporting for us live on the phone, bringing us up to speed again. Just after 4 o'clock local time in Paris, there was a tweet sent out by Paris police saying an ongoing intervention of police services and to avoid the area. This coming after a lot of people jumped on social media. Apparently, we now know that a car apparently drove into a police car, and the suspected attacker has been taken down after this happened. And we're going to continue to follow the very latest out of this breaking situation in Paris. You're watching CBSN. We'll be right back.